Good day, Libra. This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at you starting September 1st, 2025. Moving into fall, Libra. Hope you guys are well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. Appreciate you. The cards that I am using will be listed in the description box. Not reading any reversal. Just going to shuffle this deck up real good after doing Virgo's messages for the week, and we shall proceed with the energies for Libra. All right. So what is the potential energy surrounding Libra this week? What does Libra have to look forward to? Energy for Libra. Oops. Oh, cards want to turn over, huh? All right, let's cut the deck here, Libra, and let's proceed with the messages potentially coming up for you. You want to start off with the first card? Look at that. You got the Ten of Cups like Virgo received. Ten of Cups is about love, right? Family. It's about family. It's about those relationships that are important to you, right? This is, you know, you can see the couple here. They could have just recently gotten married. All right, so somebody could be getting married. This is why I always mention when the Ten of Cups show up when I'm using other decks, that someone could be possibly getting married. All right, so even number of cups, emotionally, what you give is what you're going to get back. This could be invites out to, last picnics or parties, to wrap up summer for a lot of you. Okay, good quality time spent with those family members, friends, romantic partners. And again, because the Ten of Cups is in your spread, already receiving that energy from those people that are closest to you, that which can include co-workers as well. All right, so we have the Ten of Cups starting you off. Up next, now we have the transition card, which is the Major Arcana, the Death card. Usually with the transition card, the death card, I always say, is never indicative of any types of physical death, so no worries there. But there is something that is coming to an end for you, Libra, and only you can identify that, whatever it is for you. And to simplify the energy of the death card that I always come up with is that you could be ridding yourself of any accumulated clutter that may have taken place in the home or in your office, workspace, or whatever. Okay. So yeah, something comes to an end, something replaces that ending and brings on something new. Following the death card here, now we have the reading reversals. Now we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so the Nine of Swords here is always about overthinking, betrayals, being lied to, being ashamed. You can see she's behind the swords, and she's almost like she's peeking out of a window, but they're swords. But there's some sort of fear that could be associated with that, something that could be troubling for you. Also, too, I read it that is, oftentimes dealing with unresolved conflicting energies, whether it's from your recent or distant past, seeking some sort of relief to help you manage whatever it is that is going on with you through any means of prescription medications or non-prescription medications that may involve drinking too much, smoking weed, smoking cigarettes, whatever is going to help you through this energy here. Now, of course, I always say that if the Nine of Swords is not the type of energy that you experience this week on a personal level, it could be that someone else that they're dealing with some sort of barriers or blockage, and I oftentimes refer to that you just may know somebody who is incarcerated. Then, of course, it would be their Nine of Swords energy as opposed to yours. But anyway, let me throw a clarifier on this Nine of Swords. Couple things come to mind, though. It does mirror over here to the Ten of Cups. Maybe someone is struggling and having conflicting energies with a family member, friend. Could be a romantic partner. Now, this is energy that could be, what you dealt with, but it's still not come to some sort of resolution. So keep that in mind. Let me see. Why is the Nine of Swords here in Libra spread? feeling ashamed. Like I said before, she's hiding behind the swords here, so it could be some sort of dark secret, or if it's not involving you, could be something involving someone else that you know. Excessive lies, someone trying to deceive you, right? That could be part of that. Now, this could also be Nine of Swords. Libra is extreme when it comes to when it shows up in you, because it could mean so many things. It could be physical abuse, mental abuse, psychological abuse, okay, taking place. But anyway, the clarifier here is, the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords here is the people from your past. Remember, the Seven of Swords, I always read people that you may have disconnected your energies from. Now, of family members, again, could be ex-romantic partners. So I feel that someone is dealing with, again, going back over here to the mirror of the Ten of Cups, either a family member or a friend or a romantic partner is still have not come to some sort of resolution, whatever that energy may be, and is creating some sort of discourse for you or discomfort in trying to resolve that energy, maybe trying to come to some sort of terms on your own, or trying to come to some sort of terms involving the people that is creating the conflicting energy for you. So I do feel that it could be that someone is still dealing with issues related to a relationship. All right, so the next card up here after the Seven of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, pregnancy news surrounding you this week, possibly. And anytime the swords show up in a spread with a pregnancy card, I always say, if it's pregnancy news, it may not be you, maybe someone else. Someone could be delivering under cesarean section. Definitely the Ace of Cups will represent a job offer for someone. And then also to the Ace of Cups, again, mirroring over to the Ten of Cups, part of that group of energy where I said you could already be receiving that energy from family members, friends, romantic partners, could be co-workers as well. The Ace of Cups has the ability also to pull together and form new platonic friendships of Libra, as well as romantic partnerships. Underneath the Ten of Cups, now we have the Knight of Cups. Now, this is specifically for those Libras who are already engaged in romantic partnerships. You're getting out of that energy and that which you are putting in, even more so because it sits under the Ten of Cups. Knight of Cups also, too, like the Ace of Cups, could be an offering of a job. The ability, however, of the Knight of Cups specifically will bring in and form romantic partnerships, okay? All right, so that's the Knight of Cups. Up next, now we have the Two of Swords. Again, Two of Swords sitting underneath the Death card, transition, something you got to get rid of that you aren't. Two things that might be surrounding you this week in terms of having to end or, get rid of something. You have to narrow that choice down to one, right? So you're feeling like you're at a crossroads a little bit, just dealing with a mild bout of anxiety. This is my same-sex loving energy, but also, too, the most simplest thing that I always assign to the Two of Swords is that you could be out roaming about, traveling or whatever, and then there's some sort of road construction going on, and then you get rerouted to go a different way. All right, so there's a decision to be made, and you narrow that decision down to, could be two decisions, and then you narrow that choice down to one. Up next, now we have the Three of Wands. All right, so again, something that you're moving towards that's very positive, or it's moving towards you. Some of you may be traveling this week. Again, we're wrapping up summer, and now we're entering into fall. So some people may be taking vacations, normally around Labor Day. So that could be what I'm seeing here. And if you are, you're going to be safe to and from. Also a sign with the Three of Wands, long distance love affairs and romance. All right, so following the Three of Wands here, now we have the King of, the King of Wands, okay? So someone's traveling to see somebody at a distance, or this person here could be traveling to see Libra, who is from a distance, involving some sort of love. It's very intense, very passionate. For others, it's just that you're focused on something, okay? Normally, whatever it is that you're focused on, you're going after it. Okay, with a great deal of passion, intensity, fiery energy. He has a big heart here. And also, too, when I use this deck, The character here is, playing a guitar, so he could be a Libra that I'm reading for that's just into music, likes, music, could be going to a musical event, could be playing an instrument. Okay, he's a court card, so again, he can express himself in a sexual manner, which is usually pretty good. And actually, if you look at it, Libra, so far, before I place additional cards, and look at your four corners. You have the Ten of Cups, you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Knight of Cups, and now you got the court card, the King of Wands. So something's going on here. So I feel that there could be, for any single Libra specifically that I'm reading for, could be getting themselves engaged in some sort of new relationship. All right. Be interesting. On top of the Knight of Cups here for you, Libra, we have the, look at that, the Major Arcana, the Chariot. Again, stronger than the energy of the Three of Wands. So again, rapid, positive energy moving towards you. The traveling aspect. Again, if you are traveling, you want to be safe to and from. But you also have to think in terms of the Chariot showing up in your spread, because now you have an additional Major Arcana, which would be the Star card, right? Which is what you're a part of energetically. So you get the Star card's energy as well. So you get all of that. So you could be whatever you're wishing for, wish fulfillments, come into play. Stargazing this week, dream journaling, meeting somebody famous. Of course, I always assign social media, social networking. All right. Something very exciting or surprising also too maybe happening or occurring for you this week as well. Look at the cards here. Very strongly indicated that something very exciting or surprisingly could happen for you this week. Now, getting back here to the Chariot, someone could be purchasing a vehicle. It doesn't necessarily have to be a new vehicle. Someone, you may be dealing with car repairs, major or minor. Just don't be the Libra to get yourself involved in any vehicles and disregard the speeding limit, because even though this card is very positive, you still may encounter a traffic violation or moving violation. So be careful there. All right. So following the Major Arcana, the Chariot, on top of the Two of Swords, now we have another Major Arcana. We have the High Priest, which is the Hierophant. So not only do you have all these other positive energies here surrounding you, this High Priest always represents a level of spiritual energy and protection, guidance if necessary. Again, someone could be getting married here, right? On the job training, teaching and learning in some aspect, making sure that you are paying attention to any types of spiritual energies in terms of epiphanies, enlightenment, making sure when it comes to angelic numbers that you see on a repetitive basis that you are looking those energies up, because those are messages that may be specifically for you to hear or know about at that particular time. All right. So you got the blessing of the Hierophant in your spread. On top of the Three of Wands here for you, Libra. Now we have, I'm not reading reversals. Now we have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is already trumped by the Three of Wands that it sits on, as well as the Chariot, because this is usually my only timing card. So what you may have been waiting for, I always put down that it could come in 2 days or 2 week period of time. But whatever it is that you could have been waiting for, could have been a project, could have been a relationship that wasn't moving fast enough. All of the energy is sped up because of the Chariot as well as the Three of Wands. So it could be ideals that you may have formulated in the past, they get pushed forward. Like I said before, a relationship. It could be that whatever you could have been waiting for, it could have been an important phone call, could have been something that you were waiting for in the mail. All that energy arrives or comes much quicker. All right. So on top of the King of Wands in your last card in the spread, Libra, we have the Major Arcana Fearless, which is the Fool. Okay. So I like this energy here for you, Libra, this week. Fearless, the Fearless. The Fool always represents an aspect of having to drop the energy of any fears and take risk. Take that leap of faith, Libra, whatever it is that you're trying to step out into. Know that you are going to be supportive. Also, too, it could be some Libras are just, looking for something different to occur or happen in their life. That could be anything involving excitement or adventures. new beginnings. Okay, so there's some sort of aspect of a new beginning that's going to occur or happen or open up for you this week as well. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5, because we're counting the star card. You got 5 major arcanas, Libra, in this spread. All right, so this is what I have for you this week. Keep in mind that I'm just interpreting these messages how I see fit. Take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. Please, you guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back here to get more of these messages from me, and I'll talk to you real soon. Ciao.